Hey, what's up guys? Everything Apple Pro here, and welcome to my jailbroken setup on iOS 13.3 on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is truly incredible, like the best jailbreak experience I've ever had. And in this video, I'd like to show you my setup with about 25 jailbroken tweaks and how you can jailbreak on iOS 13.3 on Apple's latest iPhones. It's actually kind of crazy that this is even possible, but the jailbreak is out now, and with full tweak support, everything is working. Everything is working so well, and that's the most surprising part. So let's run through the tutorial, how to install it first, and then we'll go through all of these amazing jailbreak tweaks. There's some really cool stuff here. Some really great new ones I'd like to share with you. All right, so there are several methods. I'll show you the first one on your device without needing a computer, and then the computer version. They're all easy, super easy stuff. So first things first is make sure you do have the correct device, and mine is on 13.3. So this is for the iPhone 11 Pro, the iPhone XS series, 10R, and of course the iPhone 11, and iPads are compatible. So compatibility list will be down below. If you have an older device, there will be a link for a jailbreak for you there as well. I'm just trying to cover all bases here. Now, if you're on 13.3.1, unfortunately, you cannot jailbreak. 13.4 also cannot jailbreak, so you must be on 13.3 or lower. I believe there are a few issues right now with 13.2 firmwares, but that will be ironed out quickly. I'll leave the jailbreak developer's Twitter down below so you can follow him on all the updates. Oh, and just a reminder, I am giving away 5 sets of AirPods Pro, 3 Galaxy S20 Ultras, and a titanium alter ego case. Details on all those down below. Now let's start with the on-device method, no computer, using AppCake. There's a couple different ones you can use. This is the one that worked reliably for me. You visit the site, download the app, and then it'll ask you to verify, once again in settings with the profile. Easy stuff. Once you do set that up, in the tweaked section, you'll notice there is Uncover, the latest 4.0.1 version. That's the one you want to make sure you're installing. Go ahead and select Get, and it will begin to download for you. So I already have that, and if you want to use the computer method, there's a couple ways to do it. Alt Store is one of my favorites. There's also Cydia Impactor, but this one seems to work the most reliably for me. So I'll run you through this real quick on the computer. Visit altstore.io, all links down below. Select your operating system. Mine's Mac OS, so we'll open that up and select Open. It'll ask you to set it up with your mail server on your computer. Just click Allow, and then with the device that is plugged in via a lightning cable, go ahead and select your device, and you got to log in with your Apple ID here. It'll ask you to install a plugin. You want to make sure your mail app is running, and then you want to go into your mail preferences, plugins down here, and select the Alt plugin bundle. Apply and restart mail, and then go back into the Alt server and install on iPhone. This time it should work. And once you do have Alt Store installed on your device successfully, you want to visit uncover.dev, link also down below, download the IPA, and then from inside the download manager, you want to share it to the Alt Store here. Once again, it will ask you to log into your Apple ID. With you logged in, it'll refresh and your app should show up here. You have it sideloaded. Usually for you, it'll be 1 week. I do have a developer account. That's why you're seeing 365 days, and there it is. So it'll show up. And now Uncover 4.0.1 is running. Now we get to the fun part here. Now before we start the jailbreak process, there's one more thing you need to do, and go into your iPhone storage in general. And in here, if you see an iOS update, which you guys likely will, iOS 13.3.1, you want to delete it. Mine is already deleted. Enter airplane mode. It just helps boost the success rate, or maybe it's a placebo, and select jailbreak. So this may take a few times. It doesn't always work on the first time. Sometimes it takes around 5 times even to get the jailbreak running. But once this resprings, we'll go again. Usually you need to do it twice, once to respring it, and then the second time to complete the jailbreak and install Cydia. Okay, and this time worked. So a couple things to try if it's not working the first time for you. Put it in airplane mode. Make sure that Siri is disabled. I don't know why that works, but it works. Clear all apps, and just open the Uncover app and sit here for about 10 to 30 seconds before clicking it, and try that process over up to 5 times. Eventually it will work, and this is on the 11 Pro, which a lot of people are having issues with. Anyways, it'll respring after the 10 to 30 step, and eventually the process will finish on round 2. It took about 5 more tries for me, but after this respring, you will have Cydia installed on your phone. It has officially been freed, and you can enable Wi-Fi again. Now you have a working Cydia, and let's get into all of those cool tweaks cool things we can do now that we are jailbroken. Just want to say this process will get more stable with time. This jailbreak just came out earlier yesterday, so give it some time if you are having issues. Okay, so let's get into that list. First thing on my lock screen is complications. So this brings the Apple Watch look complications to the iPhone, and you can set all of these presets. You can choose apps. It's a very intuitive app. Refined actually works really great now. Down here, you're looking at accent. It groups your notifications just like this, clean. And what you're looking at here, that's mobile goose. So that's a really annoying goose that just walks around your screen. It's more of a joke, a gag, like the old Ants app for the jailbreak, but I like it a lot. And you can't really interact with him much, but he does bring up some memes sometimes that you can dismiss. Really funny tweak, actually. And of course, Maple 2, one of my favorites. It brings the AirPower animations to your iPhone. And when I don't have accent installed, it'll bring this up cleanly. It doesn't interact well here, but it gives you that AirPower interface on a jailbroken iPhone. Super cool, actually. And it changes the animation depending on your device. And down here, you're looking at QuickLS. Like Jumper, you can set shortcuts here to jump into apps just like that very easily. I like the fact that you can pretty much set it to anything you want. And that brings me to the star of the show, Prism. One of the best, if not the best, most well-made jailbreak tweaks I've ever seen. It's a control center replacement that actually replaces your OEM control center, and you can put it right here in the bottom where you can control it with one hand much easier. Of course, you can customize that. There are many settings, but essentially it brings this amazing iOS 14 looking control center that you can then customize with CCModules to add more modules here. And as you can see, I have some app shortcuts, just very versatile, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Just look at how beautiful that looks. This is what jailbreaking is all about right here. And then next up is Cuboid. Hold the status bar up here, and you can go ahead and control the icon layout on your device. So right here, let's just say we want more rows. It'll actually adjust in real time. Look at how brilliant that is. This is the setup that I like optimally, and you can hide the icon labels here. Now I'm using this in conjunction with Springtomize 5. If you're not familiar with Springtomize 5, it's one of the most advanced jailbreak tweaks where you can go ahead and customize pretty much everything about your device, from animations to your app switcher, control center, icons. So I actually shrunk my icons down a little bit to make them a little bit smaller. It pretty much is Cuboid, but much more advanced. Cuboid is one that works nicely with iOS 13. Just a very versatile tweak also. Now I can place my icons pretty much anywhere I want, not using Ridiculous, but blank icons. This is a tweak that just lets you get a blank icon that you can move around and then place your apps. The other apps like Anchor and Ridiculous don't currently work for me, so that's a little workaround. And down here is LiveSafari. It's actually a very cool one where you can rotate your Safari icon and it acts as a compass. It doesn't actually drain the battery life any more than normal, but it's a very cool live icon, and I'd like to see that sort of life brought to more icons on iOS. Anyways, on the home screen, here's Floating Dock Plus 13, which brings the iPad dock to your iPhone, and it enables a whole bunch of features. One that I love is a double tap on this middle section right here, locks your device. A very cool way to do that, and whoa, as you can see, it still could be a little bit buggy. It'll be getting better throughout the next few weeks. Of course, this just came out yesterday. You do have to remember that. And you're able to do split screen multitasking. So it's a feature that's not currently working right now. It's a little bit buggy, but you'll be able to bring out another app and then do the split screen, either vertically or horizontally, and it actually works really nicely. And a very useful one is KillX Pro. So you can slide down on a card in the app switcher and it'll close all of the apps, or you can just click this little X and it'll close all those out. And you will be able to selectively choose which apps closed, so you can keep streaming apps open like Spotify or music, and selectively delete all of the other apps. And also in settings, here's circle settings. Makes all of these icons a circle, one of my long-standing favorites from the jailbreak scene. And also one I recommend is OTA disabler, so you can get rid of that annoying over-the-air badge on settings. It doesn't get rid of it here, but on the app it no longer shows up. And if you're going to be jailbroken, it's going to get a little annoying. And also a really great one is Silica Pro or Silica 2. If you have AirPods, here you can get true customizability, add a quadruple press, even a triple press. It's really cool what you can do. And there's new actions, so you can choose from all of these. You can decrease volume, increase it, really get the flexibility that Apple doesn't let you have with AirPods. And here's Barmoji. So recently used or frequently used emojis here, you can set certain ones that will always appear, and then you can scroll through them. And it's just a very nice little subtle tweak, something that I could see Apple adding to iOS 14. And here's a brilliant one. Call assist bar. It doesn't take your phone hostage every time you receive a phone call. You can actually go about your business while receiving that call. Very clean interface, and then you can decline it as normal. And same goes for small Siri. So this is a small Siri interface that you can put up here, down here. It actually has a few settings, but something clean that Apple should implement. And force in picture. So it's a brilliant solution for picture-in-picture on the iPhone. It's ported directly from the iPad. It's native, it feels really good. You can tuck it away, resize it, pretty much do anything you want while watching video on your iPhone. Something that Apple, again, should add to iOS 14, and it works so well. You kind of wonder, why isn't it there already? And okay, guys, so that's pretty much it. That's the iOS 13.3 jailbreak on Apple's latest devices. Crazy, almost the latest firmware, just that this is even possible, and it's so smooth. This is by far the best jailbreak experience I have ever encountered. I absolutely love it. So thank you to the guy that made this possible. Absolutely brilliant work. And stay tuned for more jailbreak tweak updates. Hope you enjoyed the setup, guys. Peace.